So everybody, this is gonna be a review of chess by me, Ease. Obviously, it's your boy is back, and this is probably one of my best games. So here's the strategy right here: E5, E4, knight N F3. Here. So this is just a classic opening. Now I took this. Now I didn't know why I clicked it, but I did. Now obviously this is a mistake. Yeah, and then I left my knight hanging, right? I take that, he takes, right? But then I did this right here. Then obviously he moves back, and then I kicked him right here, and then he moves there, and then I kick him off again. But yeah, that was not bad. After that, I castled. The best engine move was pawn to e5, but I forgot about that. So it loses a knight. But I didn't know. How does it lose a knight? I'm not sure. So then I pinned his knight to the queen, and then he pushes my bishop back. I take. I don't know why this is an accuracy. Then he takes. I have no clue either why this is an accuracy. Moves back. I push. I take. I take and I review a forced check. Yeah, so that was a free pawn. I didn't even know that was brilliant. I trade off equal material right here, and then my queen. I don't know why forcing doubling pawns. I don't know why. So he does this. Now, apparently, I was supposed to take his bishop. But this is what I did. I took, he takes, and then I took. So in terms of that, I actually gained more material. Then over here, and then I did something stupid. I forgot that there was a dark square bishop there. So this was actually one of my, I don't even know why I did it. I misclicked. I was supposed to go to e6 for the rook, but I don't know what happened. So then he took, obviously, right? And that was a stupid move. And then I controlled the open file, and then he pushes his bishop to c5, and then I use my knight to attack the bishop on a4 right here, and then he evades, obviously. Then I push my pawn to c3, then he moves back. Then apparently I thought that I was gonna push this bishop right here to defend that pawn in case it makes a passed pawn. So then this controls, from what it says, it controls. I have no clue what that did. This move is one of the best I've ever done. Now, yeah, it's good, I guess. But then I take the pawn for free. He moves. What his crucial mistake was. So then I moved back here, right? He blunders over here, permitting me to fork. Triple fork. And then he has to move, right? I have no clue why it says to take the bishop, but I took the rook because it has more power. So then he takes. I gave up a pawn. I have no clue. Yeah, I gave up a pawn right there. It doesn't matter. I pushed this pawn. He pushes in front, thinking that he's smart, obviously. I moved here. I have no clue why I did that. And then I did this. And then he tried to do this, so I pushed my pawn. He tries to do it again, and then so I push. So then he tries, I don't know what that does. It gains scope, apparently. So then I push this, not bad either. Then this is the most, and then he decided to do that. And then he was checking me, obviously. He was checking me. He was aware. He was aware that I lost a rook. I lost a rook, all right? Here, he found a great move. He found a skewer. A skewer. And then he took that pawn. But then it doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't matter. So he kept force checking me because this is a passed pawn. The pawn on a7. It is a passed pawn. Yeah, I blundered a bunch, right? Because he could have checkmated me, like here. Yeah, he could have checkmated me right there. And yeah, that wouldn't be good for me. I blundered. But apparently, I am in the 600 ranking ELO because I'm not that good at chess. But still, he missed. He kept checking me. He took that pawn. Great. I move here. I don't know why. He moved here. That's the only good move. It doesn't say why. So then here. This was his mistake. Another mistake. Because it eventually made me a queen. Then he decides to, I'm going to check. This loses a rook. And I could have done that. But I was pretty... I didn't see that. Yeah. I overlooked. I keep missing, all right? Finally, he pushes it to the safer square. I didn't care, all right? And then he decides to do this. This. He could have checkmated. No, he didn't do anything. He pushed his pawn right here. I checked. Move here. Wait a minute. Actually, I was going to point out something. Oh, he couldn't checkmate because if he moves his c5 bishop to b6, then he loses a rook. So no, that wasn't a mistake. I checked him. Finally, I forced. It's the only move because he can't move. So then I took. Obviously, I decided that the rook was way too dangerous, even if I had a queen. I took, then I checked. Here, yeah, apparently I had a faster way to checkmate, but it's fine. I did that. He actually had no chance, even if he tried to save the bishop. Now, he lost. Then I pushed his pawn right here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Checkmated with the ladder checkmate, obviously. An easy, nice checkmate. And that was it. 4 great moves. Apparently, he had 5 blunders. I had 2 blunders, obviously. I never actually had a blunder in my prime, but no brilliance, obviously. 4 great moves. That is like my top 20 best moves, 15 excellent moves, 11 good moves, 3 book moves, inaccuracy 5 moves, mistakes 3 moves, and misses 6. Wow, misses actually, I wish I could see more. My ranking is 900 apparently, game rating. Not too bad. That games ever. Okay, see ya.